My story idea, Finders Keepers by Melanie McFarlane. When I come up with a new story idea, it's usually because I've come across something neat. For Finders Keepers, it was a pink shell. So I grabbed my writing journal and my favorite pen, and I brainstormed. When I brainstorm, I like to think about the who, what, where, when, why, and how of my story. I came up with my main character, Macy, her little brother, Ben, and her best friend, Sam, and these became the characters of my story. For the what, I already knew about my character Macy and the pink shell, but what I needed to do was have an ending. So for the beginning, Macy finds a shell, and for the ending, she needed to find the shell's owner. The next question was where? I knew I had my pink shell, so I needed to have a body of water. And when I write my stories, I like to write close to Moose Jaw or in Saskatchewan. And the closest I could find for a body of water near Moose Jaw was Buffalo Pound Lake. Next up was when. Macy hated swimming in the lake because of all the gross things that could be under the water. So I needed to have a time of year where she could be in the lake swimming. And what better time for that than summer break? The next question was why? Why was there this shell that was missing from its owner? I came up with my bad guy here, the beast. I had to decide, did I want the beast to be something like a bear or maybe more like a monster? In the end, I went with something a little more mysterious. The last question is the how. We know the story starts with Macy finding the shell, and we know the story is going to end with Macy trying to get the shell back to its owner. But I needed to have more to my story. So the next step was that Macy finds a mermaid in the lake. After that, she loses the shell, and then she becomes face to face with the beast. And that's how I came up with my story idea for Finders Keepers. If you want to know more about what happens in the story, you'll have to read it. Thank you for listening.